The genetic scanner beeped its results, and Dr. Velnox's 4 eyes widened in horror. Across the examination table, Captain Jessica Wright sat patiently, her scarred arms crossed, dog tags glinting under the medical bay's sterile lights. This can't be correct," Velnox muttered, running the scan again. The Galactic Medical Institute had processed thousands of species, but never had they encountered genetics so fundamentally wrong. "Something the matter, Doc?" Wright asked, her voice carrying the gravelly undertone of someone who'd shouted too many orders across too many battlefields. Velnox's feathers ruffled anxiously. "Captain Wright, your genetic structure is— how do I phrase this delicately? Is catastrophically flawed. Your telomeres are shortening with each cellular division. You're literally dying from the moment you're born. Your DNA accumulates copying errors at an alarming rate. You have redundant organs that serve no purpose, wisdom teeth that don't fit your jaw, a spine poorly adapted for bipedal movement." Wright chuckled. "Yeah, we call those design features, not flaws." "Features." Velnox's translator glitched momentarily, unable to process the concept. "Your species retains genetic code for fighting infections that no longer exist. Your adrenal system can override logical thought. Your bodies produce stress hormones that damage your own organs. How is your species even spacefaring?" "Same way we always have." Wright stood, stretching her supposedly malformed spine. "We adapt, overcome, and survive. Those flaws you're seeing? They're what made us the most effective warriors in the galaxy." The door chimed, and Ambassador Corveth slithered in, his serpentine form coiling nervously. "Doctor, have you completed the human genetic assessment? The Council needs to know if they're suitable for the peacekeeping forces." Velnox transmitted the data, his crest drooping. "Ambassador, I cannot recommend human inclusion. Their genetics indicate severe instability. They're walking biological disasters." Corveth reviewed the data, his scales shifting to a distressed orange. "Captain Wright, these readings suggest your species shouldn't have survived past primitive tool use. How do you explain humanity's military reputation?" Wright's smile was sharp. "Let me tell you about human warfare, Ambassador. Those shortened telomeres? They give us urgency. We know we're dying, so we fight like we've got nothing to lose. Those copying errors in our DNA? They create variation, adaptation. Every generation is slightly different, slightly better at surviving whatever tried to kill the last one." She began pacing, and both aliens unconsciously backed away. "That redundant kidney you detected means I can lose one in battle and keep fighting. The wisdom teeth that don't fit? Evolutionary remnants of when we cracked bones with our jaws to survive. The adrenaline that overrides logic lets us run into certain death to save our squad mates. But the accumulated genetic damage," Velnox protested, "creates veterans like me," Wright interrupted. 30 years of combat, exposed to radiation, bioweapons, conventional arms. My DNA's probably got more patches than a worn combat suit. But I'm still here, still fighting, still adapting. Every scar in my genetic code is a battle survived, a lesson learned at the cellular level." She pulled up her sleeve, revealing old radiation burns. "Task Force 7, Kepler 442b. Dirty bomb took out half my squad. The genetically perfect Altarian mercenaries died instantly. Their pristine DNA couldn't cope with the radiation. My flawed human genetics went into overdrive. DNA repair mechanisms, redundant systems, cellular adaptation. I walked out of that hellscape and completed the mission." Corveth's color shifted to thoughtful blue. "You're saying your genetic instability is weaponized evolution?" "Every human soldier is a walking testament to 4 billion years of nature trying to kill us and failing," Wright said. "We evolved on a death world where everything from bacteria to megafauna wanted us dead. Volcanic winters, ice ages, plagues, predators. Our DNA remembers all of it. We don't need genetic perfection. We need genetic flexibility." Velnox recalibrated his scanner, looking at the data from a new perspective. "By the void, your stress hormones aren't damaging you, they're preparing you for damage. Your cellular mutations aren't random, they're rapid adaptation protocols. Your entire genome is built for war. Not built for it, right corrected. Built by it. Every generation of humans is an army of slightly different soldiers, each carrying successful survival mutations from their ancestors. We're not genetically perfect, we're genetically prepared. Ambassador Corvetha's scales shifted to decisive silver. The Council needs to hear this immediately. If human genetics are this adaptable, then you're not recruiting soldiers, right finished. You're recruiting evolution itself. As they left the medical bay, Velnox stared at his genetic scanner. By every metric his species used, humans were dying from the moment of conception. But perhaps that's what made them so terrifyingly good at preventing everything else from dying too. He made a note in the medical files. Human DNA classification. Flawed by design. Perfected by war. Handle with extreme caution.